I just wanted to welcome everyone here and, explain a little bit about who I am, who the commission staff is. They will introduce themselves. My name is Jamie McFaul, and I'm the grants officer at Volunteer Maine, Maine State Service Commission. And I'm going to launch into what I was going to say, which was my reflective activity for these purposes, because we are recording this, and you can edit out all of this part. But, I saw basically my service, my AmeriCorps service, as a natural progression of my desire to help other people. And my whole entire family had served in the military and in various branches, and they were always the first to help a neighbor in need. So, after I left the Air Force in 2001, I didn't really have an easy pathway back into the civilian world. And I worked in factories, I bounced around a lot. I didn't really care about anything, but I wanted something more, but I wanted something, that I could do that was meaningful. And I found that while working and serving with Habitat for Humanity in Baltimore City, building houses. And it felt really good to feel like I was actually contributing to positive changes in my own community. And, I got deeper into, after my first service year, I got deeper into community activism. I did a lot of canvassing for various environmental and political purposes. And then back in 2004, I joined AmeriCorps again, this time as a volunteer coordinator at the Village Learning Place. I was an after-school mentor. And it's a nonprofit library in Baltimore City with a really great deep history of activism and community building. And so AmeriCorps is actually what led me to Maine, and the rest is history. But my service in AmeriCorps is something that I carried with me to this day. What I learned, the lessons I learned, the people I met. And now I'm, at this point in my position now, I'm really grateful and I'm truly honored to have the opportunity to serve alongside of all the program directors and support their mission in making our communities better and safer, and to assist in any way, and with the work that they do, and support them. And I'm also thankful for those who have taken the time to be with us today, to hear about the opportunities across the great state of Maine. And without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to the esteemed Haley Hukini from LearningWorks. Take it away.
Thank you, Jamie. Hi, my name's Haley, and as Jamie said, I work with LearningWorks. We're an education nonprofit based in Portland, but we do work all over Southern Maine, and our AmeriCorps program is called Aim High. And in Aim High, our AmeriCorps members support Portland and Westbrook elementary schools. We provide AmeriCorps members to tutor and mentor students that need extra support. A lot of them are English language learners and students experiencing poverty. And our target students are those who are just a bit behind and could benefit from an AmeriCorps member's educational or mentorship intervention. So briefly, what a day in the life looks like. Our AmeriCorps members are serving in person in Portland and Westbrook elementary schools. School looks a little different this year, as everyone knows. Lots of masks and social distancing protocols and hygienic protocols. So our members are following all of those. They're assigned to just one classroom or pod of students to limit exposure and intermingling, and supporting the teachers' plans and management of the class. And members each have a caseload of anywhere between 5 and 10 students that they really focus on. They're their students to give special support to, either one-on-one or in small group settings. And in addition to serving in person, we're also doing virtual tutoring support this year as well, which is a huge help to schools, because it's a lot of logistics getting elementary schoolers online on Zoom, and our members are able to make a big difference in that realm. We are recruiting right now. We do rolling enrollment for most of the school year. Experience teaching or working with kids is helpful, but not required. Just a desire to work with kids and serve the community is really what we're looking for. We're enrolling 900-hour and 300-hour AmeriCorps members right now. So the kind of logistical details of that position are best sorted out on a kind of one-on-one conversation. The benefits also vary by your commitment level. So our website has all those details, and I will post it in the chat or however Jamie and Brian would like me to. I'll also provide an email address and a phone number for anyone who's interested in talking further. So thank you. That is LearningWorks Aim High.
So the next program that's up is the esteemed Sally Slovensky from USM and the program known as MEEP. Explain what that means, Sally.
Thank you so much. MEEP, yes, it's our new name actually. So I'm Sally Slovensky, the Executive Director of Maine Campus Compact, and we're a consortium of 18 college campuses around the state that work with faculty and students to get them more engaged in their communities. And our AmeriCorps program is newly named the Maine AmeriCorps program. So it used to be called Maine Partnership for Environmental Stewardship, and we now have the wonderful AmeriCorps name in our title, so we're very excited about that. And we'll be relaunching our new program on December 1st. So we had a 3-year grant that was focused on lowering energy use and energy costs for low-income Mainers. The new program will have the same focus. It starts December 1st, and we will have both full-time positions, which are the 1,700-hour positions, as well as the minimum time positions, 300 hours. So basically what a day in the life looks like for our AmeriCorps members is they typically would be, a primary focus for them actually is what is called the window insert build. So they work with low-income and economically disadvantaged households. They go in, they actually measure their windows, and then we're able to free window inserts. And our AmeriCorps members actually help to organize the whole window builds that take place. They then go in and help to install the windows once they're ready. We also do some other activities such as going in and do sort of low-hanging fruit energy audits where we're going in and looking to see, can we swap out lighting for LED light bulbs, raise awareness about what folks can do in their own homes to conserve energy. And a lot of the focus is on cost savings as well as the energy savings. This year, due to COVID, we did transition a lot of our program. We pivoted it so that we were working primarily on an energy education awareness campaign. And we were able to do things like we created a lot of flyers and activity sheets for kids. We were able to disseminate them through food dissemination sites over the summer. So we ended up, I want to say about 10,000 of those sheets went out. They were disseminated at about 6 different sites. So we definitely did have to pivot, but I think it all worked out great. And we are anticipating that we will still have to modify some of our programming moving forward, but as soon as we're able to, we'll get right back into the homes and try to help out with the weatherization. So, and again, I'll also put some added information into the chat with our website address. So thank you so much.
And the next program representative is the esteemed PAIGE JOHNSTON. I almost said your other last name. All right, from Healthy Acadia. Welcome and take it away.
Hello, everyone. I'm representing Maine Recovery Corps. We're in our 3rd year, and the mission of our AmeriCorps program is to bring recovery coaching across Maine. We're currently in 8 counties, Hancock, Aroostook, Knox, Kennebec, Piscataquis, Penobscot, Waldo, and Washington counties. And so we have partner sites, organizations that host members in a variety of settings. Some settings are county jails, recovery centers, hospitals, medical centers, treatment programs, nonprofit organizations. And so the members become trained recovery coaches through a Recovery Coach Academy and additional ethics training and ongoing monthly supervision. And they provide one-on-one peer support in the form of recovery coaching, and then also help their organizations individually to increase general recovery supports in the community. And we're currently recruiting for full-time and a variety of part-time positions.
And the next up is the representing for Seeds of Hope is the esteemed Reverend Shirley Bowen. Take it away.
Hi, everyone. It's nice to be with you. And for those that couldn't make it, it'll be great to have you listen to about all of our different programs. Seeds of Hope is a neighborhood center located in Biddeford, and we are the only in the area location where people can get a free breakfast and lunch 5 days a week and just have a variety of resources available. A day in the life of an AmeriCorps member is working directly with those who are experiencing poverty and homelessness, helping to make sure people have enough food, have different personal care items, have access to things like tents and sleeping bags for those who are living outside, and also just the companionship of people to hang out with. We have this past 7 months had to do a lot of shifting because of the COVID pandemic. However, we have been in continuous service the entire time. We've not missed a day of feeding folks. We also have a digital literacy and employment center, which is one of our AmeriCorps positions that helps folks who are looking for jobs to find the online positions, make applications, get resumes ready, prepare for interviews. We even have professional clothing that folks can use if they don't have that. So we are really focused on and targeting those who are living on the margins and who need help and support. And our AmeriCorps positions make a significant difference in the lives of those we serve, and we would love to have you come join us.
And the next up is from representing from the Skowhegan Outdoor Recreation Program is the esteemed KRISTINA Cannon.
And my name is KRISTINA, as Jamie said, and I am the program director, also the executive director of Main Street Skowhegan and our Skowhegan AmeriCorps Outdoor Recreation Program. Our mission as an organization is to revitalize Skowhegan, and we're working on a number of major initiatives to cultivate a more welcoming and awesome community here in Skowhegan. So one of those initiatives is our outdoor recreation program. We call it Skowhegan Outdoors for short. And it's an initiative to get people outside and active in our community. So our AmeriCorps members host free outdoor activities, programs, trainings, and events on a regular basis. We try for a minimum of 3 per week. They also are managing and growing a gear library that offers free outdoor recreation equipment for people who want to get outdoors more. So we're currently collecting a whole bunch of gear, including things to go camping with. We have canoes, we've been gathering bikes, so a whole slew of materials and gear for people to get outside with. So paired with our programming and our gear library, we are recruiting volunteers from our local community and training them to get outside and take others along with them. And so our AmeriCorps members are in charge of all of that. They plan the programs, they execute them, they promote them via marketing tools. They help people borrow things from the gear library, so they put things together for people to actually take them with them or take them out and use them in the community. And they also are, right now we're writing a volunteer partnership kind of management plan as well for really ramping up some of the partnerships in our community. So yeah, during the pandemic quarantine, we did some virtual stuff for people outside. So we provided them with scavenger hunt sheets and that sort of thing. But since July 1st, we've been back out in the community using, of course, strict safety protocols to mitigate any sort of risk with COVID-19. And we've seen a significant uptick in attendees and participants at our program, and we're really excited to continue this effort. A day in the life of an AmeriCorps member might be working on the upcoming month's calendar for programs, responding to a gear library request, and then going and working at the after-school program with our in our school district. So We're currently recruiting for 2021. We have 3 positions available. All of them are 1,700 hours, and they run from January to December 2021. And they'll be serving, AmeriCorps members will be serving directly in the Skowhegan community doing the activities I just mentioned. I have position description information on a website that I'll share, as well as my contact information. So I look forward to chatting with you all in the future.
Great, thank you so much, Kristina. And moving right along, we have the Maine Conservation Corps present, and representing is the esteemed Deidre Stanchfield. Take it away, Deidre.
Hey, thanks, Jamie, and thanks everybody for joining us today. My name is Direch, and I'm the Program Manager for Environmental Stewards here at the Maine Conservation Corps. Maine Conservation Corps is an AmeriCorps program, and we focus on enriching lives through meaningful conservation projects. And we have 2 program components. We have field teams and environmental stewards. Field teams are composed of 5 to 7 folks that come together that accomplish very specific conservation initiatives. And folks camp out while they're engaged in these service projects. So if you're looking for an outdoor adventure and want to plan your leaf peeping trip for 2021, please consider joining our program. Environmental stewards partner one-on-one with an agency to accomplish very specific program initiatives. And those tasks are varied from site to site. They're very different depending on where you're serving. Currently, we have folks at Maine State Parks, at DEP positions, also doing water quality monitoring and lead soil testing all over the state of Maine. And I'm going to post in the chat box our current opportunities. They're starting in January for 1,700-hour AmeriCorps positions. And really, we accomplish our mission in 4 different ways. We create conservation employment, engage conservation volunteers, deliver conservation education, and accomplish conservation projects. So if that's something that you're interested in, please be sure to check us out. And personally, I just want to say that we're also really invested in member development. So we also do job readiness skills for our members. And we're really passionate about making connections with folks and helping them achieve what they want to beyond their term of service. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much, Deidre. And last but certainly not least, we have a new program director just coming up on board from the Greater Portland Council of Governments, the esteemed Julia BREUL.
Hi, everyone. My name is Julia BREUL, and I'm the Resilience Corps Program Manager at the Greater Portland Council of Governments, also called GPCOG. We are a regional planning agency that serves 25 members who are towns and municipalities and transit agencies in the region, which extends far more widely beyond Portland than you might imagine. We are hosting, for our inaugural program, 14 Resilience Corps members who are going to serve as really the first of its kind boost of capacity to local government agencies in our region to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, while also accelerating civic innovation, climate action, racial equity, digital equity, and public health initiatives for Mainers. So members will support projects related to regional, community, and organizational resilience, and their time will be split between direct service embedded with those local government partners, as well as working in small cohorts to address regional issues with the GPCOG team. I think it's really a tremendous opportunity to not only make a difference in Maine at this pivotal time, but also to gain really hands-on experience with local governments and nonprofits. We are currently recruiting for our term, which begins in mid-November and will run through mid-October 2021. It is a 1,700 hours of service term, and yeah, we're really excited to welcome a new team.
To the next spot, I wanted to highlight my colleague, Streeter Elliott, and he's going to take it away.
Hi there, hi Roy, and hi anybody who ends up watching this in post. My name is Streeter Elliott. I am the Development Associate with Volunteer Maine. I'm also a 2-time AmeriCorps alumni, so I'm going to speak a little bit about my experience and some of the benefits of service that I found. You just heard about a bunch of programs, but I'll be speaking to the overall AmeriCorps experience that you'll probably have a bit of in any of those programs. So I first heard about AmeriCorps in my final semester senior year of high school. My friend Jack wasn't interested in going to college, so his sister has suggested that he do something like AmeriCorps instead. He was kind of lazy and the deadline was quickly approaching. I wanted to see him succeed, so I helped him submit his application. And funny enough, while researching the program for him, I fell in love with the idea and submitted my own application, and we switched spots. He ended up going to college, and I joined AmeriCorps. And I'm so happy that I stumbled upon AmeriCorps because it was one of the most fun, life-changing experiences I've ever had. I did NCCC, so I got to travel and meet people from all over the country. In this case, you'll get to experience the beautiful state of Maine. I gained lifelong friends and community, got really valuable service and leadership experience, networked with some important people, and got a ton of support to be the best person that I could be. That's one of my favorite things about AmeriCorps is the people you serve with genuinely care about your personal and work goals and will do everything they can to help you achieve them. It's a very mutual experience, and whatever you're hoping to give or get during your service, I'm sure the program staff will be excited to help you. There's so much to gain from serving with AmeriCorps, and one of those things is the knowledge on how to give. You all have unique skills, energy, and value to contribute to the world, and serving is a great way to learn how to do that. You get an intimate knowledge of the community that you live in, its resources, and how to use them to make change. So if you want to do something more, have meaningful service, have a place to belong, and make a difference in people's lives, then AmeriCorps is definitely right for you.
All right, and with that, I just want to thank everybody for being here with us today, for your time, and take care. Thanks a lot.